Hello, today I'm going to show you how to complete the other page of your application in the Provider Management module for Vermont Medicaid. There's a few different sections on this page that you want to pay attention to and complete if it's applicable to you, your enrollment type, and your provider type. The first section is the languages section, and this is where you're going to indicate which languages are spoken at your organization. This is important for our members of the Vermont Medicaid network in order to choose providers that maybe speak the languages that they are accustomed to. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Create New within the Languages section, and I'm simply going to choose from the drop-down list for my first language, and I'm going to choose English. I'm going to click Save. And now I have an entry here. If more than one language is spoken at your organization, you can simply repeat that process, hit Create New again, and this time we also speak Spanish in my organization, so I'm going to select Spanish and click Save. Moving on to the next section, it is the certification section. If you have certifications that apply to your enrollment, you're going to want to complete that here. In order to do so, you're going to hit Create New within the certification section. I'm first going to start by using the drop-down list to select the specialty that this certification applies to. Now, if you have more than one, they're all going to be listed here. If you only have one, you'll just select the one that you are applying this certification to. So I'm going to choose my O54 specialty for today. If exempt from accreditation, you want to check the box here. You're going to use the drop-down to enter in your certificate type. And mine is other today, so I'm actually going to go down to other. You need to enter in your other certification. If you choose other, you need to tell what that certification is. And then your certification number, along with the effective and end dates of that certification. Once completed all the necessary information, you can click Save. Now I have an entry here for my certification. And again, just like every other field within the module, if you have another one that you need to report, you're just going to repeat the process by hitting Create New again. Below that, we're going to ask if you want to provide a website in order to be available on the provider lookup for our members. This is not a required field, but if you do choose to fill out your website, you just want to make sure that it begins with HTTP or HTTPS in order for that to be a valid URL. Below that is malpractice information, and this is required. So we're going to start by hitting Create New within the malpractice section. I'm going to select my type of carrier by choosing from the drop-down list. I'm going to enter in the name of the carrier, my policy number, and then I need to enter in the aggregate and per occurrence amounts. You'll notice I didn't enter in any dollar signs or commas or any kind of special characters. Just the digits themselves are fine. And it does recognize that the aggregate should be greater than the per occurrence amount. So if you were to accidentally switch those two, it is going to stop you and not let you move on. And then I need to enter in my effective dates for my malpractice. And again, I want to remind you that just like the licensing information or the credentials information, if you are requesting an enrollment start date that is in the past, and maybe you just recently renewed your malpractice insurance, you want to make sure that you are attaching all of the face sheets that will encompass your enrollment period. So, for instance, if I requested an enrollment start date 6 months in the past and my new malpractice insurance started on 5/1/2022, I'm going to need to also include my old one that just ended so that I am covering the entire enrollment period that I'm asking for. I'm going to go ahead and click Save. And now I've satisfied that requirement for my malpractice insurance. Lastly, there is a question at the bottom of this page that is required, and it's asking you if you currently or in the last 10 years been involved in a malpractice suit or claim. If your answer is yes, you're going to check the yes button, and a new window is going to appear. You will be required to give us the details of that suit or claim by hitting Create New and entering in the necessary details. If the answer is no, you're going to select no and you're ready to move on. Once you've entered in all necessary information on this Others page, you're ready to hit Save and Continue and move on with your application.